Be a really pretty day today. Amazing how fast things change. About 15 minutes ago I looked out the window and I thought, oh, it's foggy and dreary. By the time I got my boots and hat and coat and all my umpteen layers on to come out here and film it, fog's lifted and blue sky. Still got some fog down here along the river. Well, good morning. Today I gotta go to the junkyard for sure. One of the first things this morning. Go find out if they remembered about that axle or not. I'm kind of hung up on doing any work on that thing until I get the axle and the drive line. The drive line's still a problem. I haven't found that yoke that I need for that transmission. I don't know. I might end up... Boy, it's slickery out here. This is nothing but straight ice. I might not be able to use that transmission. I'm not sure what the gearing is in it anyway. It might be too high geared coming out of a little sports car. But I'm hopeful that I can, because I've already got it, you know. Whoa! Man, it is slippery. Cindy's got to come out here in a minute and do some stuff. I need to go get some ice melt and put on here. But anyway, that transmission would not have been my first pick. But I already had it, so I thought I could use it. And maybe it's not going to work out. But anyway, I have 4 stub trailer axles supposed to be here. I just looked up the tracking number. They're in Salt Lake. Won't be here for another couple of days. But they are the 5-hole 4.5 spacing. So I gotta find me some rims too at the junkyard. Anyway, I'm running out of time for this. I gotta start fairground stuff here soon. I'd like to get some of the parts and get a little bit further along. What a pretty day. I always like these cliffs over here. Look at this. Pretty cool. So I ended up having to make a dump run before going out to the junkyard. So as long as we're down this way, let's go see what the ice jam looks like. Quite a difference from last time. Before there was just a little tiny patch right in the middle that was open water. Little bit of small icebergs and things floating around over there in the back eddy. A couple of ducks. Big difference from last time. Go down a little bit further and see what it looks like by that bridge. Last time I said this was Tower Rock, but it's actually not. Tower Rock's closer to town. This one's Red Rock. Can't imagine why they call it that. Pretty neat cliff. You kind of tell the size of that drop-off ice shelf from the size of those ducks. Got a lot of icebergs and things floating down. This is that spot. It wasn't that long ago. I was saying that this is a private bridge, and my cousin says, well, only you would film yourself trespassing. Well, where I'm standing here, this isn't private. This is part of the right-of-way. But if I crossed that bridge, I would be. But anyhow, walk over here. Before, right on the edge of the highway, as you can tell. But before, that bridge wasn't very far out of the ice, above the ice. Look at it now. Quite a little ways. See where the ice level was. That's a lot of backed up ice, you know it? A lot of weight pushing on the bottom too. It's easy to see why, you know, it would grind up the rock and grind up gold and whatever else is along the river bottom there. I've been wanting for years to put a time-lapse camera on this. I've never seen it actually break up, you know. It does it over several days, and there is no giant rush of ice that I know of. But I'd like to see it. I think it just breaks up a little bit at a time, like those little icebergs floating down the river, and just leaves over a few days worth. But I don't know. I actually bought Cindy for her flowers a few years ago. I bought her a time-lapse camera, and it worked when we first bought it. But last year she wanted to put a whole year's worth on her garden, from January 1st until January 1st of next year. So she left it out there, and we checked it a couple of times, make sure the batteries were working and all that, and it never did take any pictures. So I don't know what's wrong with it. It might have been we didn't do it right, but I don't know. Here comes a sea monster. A lot of logs and things floating down. Anyway, as long as we're doing it, let's go down a little further and see what it looks like. It's hard to believe a river this size can freeze like that. A lot of gallons of water moving past here. A couple of years ago, this was the spot that my uncle and me come down to, with Uncle Bill, and there's an otter running around the bank right here. First time I've ever seen one there, and never have again, actually. It's kind of neat. This bridge is also private. And the ice jam hasn't broke through here. It's still pretty wintry. Big old bald eagle up in that tree over there. My trail cameras, I'll have to look on there and see just how you make it work. I know there is a way to do a time lapse on that. I've never done it before, but I've seen it. There's a switch that says time lapse on and off. I don't know if there's more to it than just flipping that switch or just what, but like I say, it'd be fun to see this actually kind of break up and start to go. I don't know if it works that way or not. I've never seen it moving. It's pretty though. Well, come down here far enough, I guess. Time to go back and see what the junkyard has to say. And what a pretty day. Well, I guess for now, this video is probably long enough. So thank you very much for watching, and see you tomorrow. Hopefully the junkyard will have some good news for me. I don't know. I know them guys are busy and the weather's been bad. I don't blame them at all, but I would like to get going on that thing. Running out of time. See you, folks. Bye.